If you think you know Alabama, there's more. Think entrepreneurs and authors, performers, innovators, and CEOs, shaping our world, inspiring us, making us think differently. The University of Alabama, where legends are made.
I am so excited. I got up super early this morning just to take my friend to her classes.
I was a little bit nervous, but I'm really excited to be here, and it's a beautiful campus just walking around and stuff.
It's my first time being on a college campus. It's been pretty great. I love it here. The weather's nice.
I just had my first class, 8 a.m., waking up early, and it's been good. It's a little different with the classes all spaced out.
Coming from California, where it's very strict over there, it's almost like this place. I think the precautions they're taking right now is great. Hand sanitizers everywhere. It's amazing.
I feel like they're making it the best that they can to make it feel normal for us.
But what made me feel safe is all of the protocols that Alabama has put into place. I know that a lot of my friends, they say that the colleges really haven't been in touch with them, but Alabama, I realized, sent out emails all the time, and I felt safe because I was like, okay, they're putting certain procedures in place in order for us to be safe.
I came to Alabama just because it checked all the boxes for me, about academics. I always wanted to go to a school in the South. Like I said, it's beautiful, and I love the football and the sports aspect of it too. So it's just perfect for me. I always kind of knew I wanted to go out of state, and then Bama was just the perfect school.
My favorite thing is probably the diversity. So many people of so many kinds of races and so many people from different states as well. And that's what I really feel gravitated me towards Alabama. And then the campus is so beautiful. Look at all the trees around us. It's so pretty.
I think it's the prettiest campus I've ever seen. And it's just fun to walk around and stuff, even if you don't really have anything to do.
The campus, the people, the teachers care so much about you, and just the students here. We have a lot of smart students here.
I'm meeting all new people from all around the country, and I'm so excited to meet my classmates and stuff like that.
Even though this whole Corona thing affected football and all that stuff, I still love being here. It's a great atmosphere too. I just want to start learning more about my major, about poli-sci. I mean, that's what I came here for. But besides that, I'm more excited too about friends, making more friends. Because I already have my friends in California, but now I want to make friends in here, Alabama.
My name is Kana Webb. I'm a sophomore here at Alabama. I'm majoring in biology, and I'm originally from Lake Charles, Louisiana.
This morning across Louisiana, the shock of a devastating hurricane slowly being replaced with a grim reality. When Laura's nearly 150-mile-an-hour winds rolled through and not only knocked out power, but took out nearly half of Lake Charles' water treatment plants.
Hurricane Laura devastated my hometown of Lake Charles and the surrounding areas, all of those smaller communities around Lake Charles. And as far as the buildings go, it's wiped flat, and as far as the people go, there are people that have lost everything and have nothing. So where do you start? Where do you go from there? Watching the places that I had grown up being torn apart really gave me the motivation to want to go out and see what I could do to help, because my heart broke for the people, it broke for my family. I wish that I could just hug them in that moment, but I'm 7 hours away from home, so I knew that I had to do something. I figured the first thing that I could do was kind of organize a little supply drive. I contacted some friends that I had in SGA, I contacted Panhellenic, I contacted the Center for Service and Leadership. I was overwhelmed with the response that I received. So I went last weekend down to Louisiana and brought over $1,500 worth of supplies, donated it to a local church. It was basic necessities, but those are the things that they were running out of and needed. I thought that I was going to one church, and they ended up sending me to another who was in dire need of the toilet paper, the hygiene products, the waters. They were so grateful to have received all of that. And so that wasn't just me, that was everybody here in Tuscaloosa that kind of rallied behind me and helped me get that together to help out my hometown. Moving forward, we've looked towards doing a donation effort to raise money and send on down, because at this point, rebuilding the community is a priority. And so with SGA and the United Way of West Alabama, we're hoping to partner together with United Way of Southwest Louisiana to help donate to those causes. I'm having trouble putting into words how thankful I am to have my friends from Alabama rally behind me the way that they did. It really takes the cliche saying a home away from home to a different level. I'm so grateful for my friends, my new family that have contributed and helped out with this. Y'all are all amazing, and I'm so grateful. And so is Louisiana.
Hi, I'm Joe Namath, and I want to congratulate the graduates of the University of Alabama. Roll Tide!
Just reached out to Dean Friend of the College of Community Health Sciences to see if there was anything we could do to help with the shortage of PPE, personal protective equipment. He mentioned face shields and masks and gloves, and the face shields was something that we could really get into very quickly, and so that's where we started our efforts. First step in our process was finding a design that we were comfortable with and that the healthcare providers were comfortable with. We didn't want to produce something that wasn't right for the people in their need. The design we had originally took about 4 hours to print. We were able to cut that in half without losing quality, that we felt that we could maintain social distancing and still provide the quality, and that's where we came up to a number of around 60 to 70 a day that we can produce and distribute.
Students reached out to us and volunteered their time so that they could help us assemble the face shields. Some are still living local, and so we were able to tell them that they can come help us assemble and be involved in the process.
We got approval from the university to have some students volunteer to help us, and so we organized that effort predominantly through the STEM path into the MBA program. So we've organized and have about 3 students per shift a day to come in for an hour to 2 hours and help assemble those face shields.
We already have the resources here to be able to create the masks, and because of the high demand right now, we wanted to offer our resources to help manufacture the shields and help the local community any way we could.
Our first effort is to try to get about 200 to the College of Community Health Sciences for their people, and then we're already in contact with DCH, and so really we'll be starting to supply them, and then in coordination with the hospital and the college, we'll be distributing out further into the community as we can. So we are sharing a lot of information with other universities, they're sharing with us, because we're all really working together to help our communities, and so it really is a network of friends really trying to help each other, help our own communities, and that's really the bottom line of what we're trying to do.
ALSPALS is a mentoring organization on campus where we partner with local elementary schools to pair up college students and elementary students to form meaningful mentorship.
Traditionally, it's just been like in the classroom. We have kind of basic lesson plans. We go in and talk and hang out with the kids. But coming into the semester, we knew we were gonna have to be online. So we wanted to leverage technology to support the kids and what they needed.
So we're using programs like Microsoft Teams and Zoom to really be able to still make these meaningful connections, just in a very different way.
Well, we understand how impactful the mentors are for these students. And with COVID, a lot of our students, obviously around the country, have missed so much time in school. And our goal, we said that if we're coming back, we want to make sure that students are safe, but also make sure that socially and emotionally that those students are taken care of. So we have about 75 MacBooks that our students are able to use. And they now are doing the same thing, except that person is not in the building. So they still connect with them, they help them with their homework, they go over different activities, and they continue to bond with those students. So our students are continuously looking forward to the conversations that they're having with the ALSPALS, even though they're not able to come in the building.
The mentees will see whatever the mentors are sharing. So they're kind of going through either a PowerPoint or a PDF, or using different websites to watch videos, or they can use the whiteboard on Microsoft Teams for an interactive feature. It's been really cool to see how creative certain people are getting.
They space out in the hallway and they have their MacBooks in front of them and they have their headphones on, and they are completely engaged.
The kids are having a great time. The mentorship is still occurring and the impact is still there, which is just really inspiring to see.
I think it's like even more important this semester, especially with kind of the isolation and kind of the disconnection with everybody. I think it's like even more important to get involved. You can really get out and get involved in the community without, putting yourself at risk or having to worry about COVID and everything. So it's been a great way to help out the Tuscaloosa community and then really kind of have a good time doing it.
Center for Service and Leadership has the opportunity for University of Alabama students to serve in the community throughout the school year. In the fall, we do Hands-on Tuscaloosa Day. At least 10 students come with us to sites around Tuscaloosa. So today, I'm at the Boys and Girls Club of West Alabama. We've noticed in general of the students coming to the university that they have a desire to serve. So the Center for Service and Leadership has continued to grow with that desire of those students that are coming to our campus.
Service has been a big part of my life. For people to put themselves out there like that and to be able to help other people, and take their time, it just really means a lot. I absolutely love helping people when I can. That's something I like to do, hence why I want to be a doctor. Just be able to help people and have better lives and do better things.
Well, especially now, with COVID, I know people just really need the help. So I just feel like the time that I can have, just because school's mostly online, I can give back to people.
It's a need that they are asking for, and the university has definitely given them the opportunity through the Center for Service and Leadership to be able to find those opportunities.
Congratulations, you have made it, you did it. Your path will take you to places you have literally never dreamed of.
I just wanted to say congratulations to all the graduates this year. It's a heck of an accomplishment. I hope you enjoyed your years at Alabama, and best of luck to what future holds.
You're on your own now, kid. Way to go. Congratulations.
It's said that stories have no beginning or end. Merely points in which one chooses to look back or to look ahead. Just a few short years ago, the capstone called. So we packed our lives into a suitcase and began authoring a new chapter of our story. Before we could complete a single page, it became apparent that this is where legends are made.
Roll Tide! I'm looking forward to the football games, 100%.
Yeah, that too.
I'm so ready.
The quad is where it's at. This is the best game day experience in SEC football.
Looks, throws across the middle, intercepted Alabama, taken by Minka Fitzpatrick. Touchdown, Alabama!
We saw the world through new light and celebrated the cultural differences that make this campus so unique. We witnessed snowfall on Bryant-Denny Stadium and confetti fall on our heroes in Atlanta. We opened new doors and challenged ourselves to be servant leaders for this community and for our world. We were original, dancing to the beat of our own drum. We were innovative, driving to create solutions for our planet and beyond. We were resilient, never backing down, even when the odds were against us. So it comes as no surprise that in the height of this challenge, we rose to the occasion. We didn't yield. powering forward to achieve what we set out to accomplish just a few short years ago. Now, here we are, champions of our own destiny, graduates of the University of Alabama, legends in the making. So take a moment to celebrate all that we've accomplished and apply the lessons from this chapter to the next. After all, we've got a lot of story left to tell.
Good morning. Please be seated. On behalf of the University of Alabama, it is my pleasure to welcome you all to Fall Commencement 2020, whether you are joining us today in person or via webcast. Please do know that if you wish to view the ceremony again, it will be available on our commencement website. Today marks a very special day in the lives of our graduates. Thank you for your support as we honor them. At this time, will you please rise for the singing of our national anthem? Vocal performance major, Miss Abigail Williams, who is a member of our spring graduating class, will lead today's performance. At the conclusion of the anthem, please remain standing for the invocation, which will be offered by Mr. Massey with UA Campus Ministries.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets rang ere, the bombs bursting in air gave proof through
Okay, graduates, let's bow our heads, let's pray together. God, we thank you, Lord, for our time here at the University of Alabama. We thank you for our professors, the staff, the ones that have imparted so much wisdom into our life. And God, I take this moment and I pray for all of these students. I pray the way that they should go, God, the decisions they're going to make, that you fill them with wisdom. And we trust in your word that it says in Proverbs that we're not going to lean on our own understanding. We're going to trust you. So God, we trust you. We ask, God, that you protect us, that you keep us safe, and you guide us on the right path. Amen.
Please be seated. We could not accomplish all that we do at the capstone without the dedicated service of our faculty. They have answered a calling in their lives to devote their careers to the academic, leadership, and personal development of our students. Dr. Ronna Donahoe, our UA Faculty Senate President, will speak today in honor of our prestigious faculty.
The priority of the faculty of the University of Alabama has been and shall remain to foster and encourage creative and critical thinking, to develop informed, passionate global citizens, to create an environment of community with true respect for diversity, and to provide our future leaders with the tools necessary to blaze a path that is both honorable and impactful. Students, they have been your professors, instructors, role models, and mentors. Please join me in recognizing one of our most precious resources, the faculty of the University of Alabama.
Studying at the University of Alabama is a tradition for many of our families. At this time, we ask those in attendance who are UA alumni to stand and be recognized for their accomplishments in support of our university. Thank you for being here with us today. We also want to recognize and thank those who have sacrificed in service to our country so we may continue to prosper and remain free to follow our pursuits. Would all of the graduates and those in attendance who have served in the military please rise to be recognized. Thank you. It is now my honor and privilege to introduce the President of the University of Alabama, Dr. Stuart Bell.
Well, thank you, Dr. Tyndall. Graduates, we gather today to commemorate your remarkable achievements. This ceremony is a culmination of a journey here at the University of Alabama that you began many years ago, but it's also a commencement to a new direction for your lives. I don't think I have to tell you that this has been an unprecedented year for our nation and for you as you have finished your studies. Each of you have surmounted unique and challenging circumstances in order to just be here today. You've showed strength, determination, character by finishing well, and certainly despite many obstacles that you faced. And although today's ceremony looks a little bit different, it was important for us to honor you and to recognize while this pandemic has affected us, our methods of teaching and learning, the ways in which we communicate, and how we've continued many of the beloved traditions here at UA, it has not diminished your progress, your achievements, or the future impact that you will have through your lives. Your journey at the capstone, it is complete, and your future now stands before you. As graduates of the class of 2020, your resolve has already been tested. You prevailed by staying the course, by earning your well-deserved degree. It's been said that it's not how you start a race or where you find yourself in the middle of the race, but how you finish the race, it really matters. And I think this is a perfect metaphor to describe your journey at the capstone. You began the race by first selecting the University of Alabama as your college home. You delved into your studies here. You conducted research. You served our communities. And you led and you influenced others around you. Here you were taught and prepared to hurdle obstacles, to reject giving up when faced with adversity. You showed unwavering grit and determination. You were encouraged by your family, your friends, and your faculty to channel your passion, to embrace your purpose. And because you learned to succeed, finishing strong was a natural, the final leg of your race here at the University of Alabama. I want you to know how immensely proud of you that all of us are and all that you've achieved. Your journey, all of it from the very beginning to what brought you here today, it has made you who you are. And the best part for all of us is we get to watch and see what you will do with the rest of your lives. The University of Alabama continues to be the place where legends are made, and our next legends are literally sitting here today in this arena. Our next legends will come from you. But first, we have one more step to complete. It's the reason we're here today, to hear your name called, to walk across this stage so that we may recognize your accomplishment. So let me begin by asking our Dean of our graduate school, Dr. Susan Carvalho, to present our candidates for doctoral degrees.
Will the candidates for doctoral degrees please stand and remain standing? President Bell, the names of the candidates for doctoral degrees appear in the printed program. On behalf of the graduate faculty, I recommend the appropriate degree be conferred.
By the virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of the University of Alabama, I confer upon each of you the particular doctoral degree for which you've been recommended with all the rights, privileges thereunto appertaining. Now, Dr. Carvalho will present the candidates for various master's degrees.
Will the candidates for various master's degrees please stand and remain standing? President Bell, the names of the candidates for various master's degrees appear in the printed program. On behalf of the graduate faculty, I recommend that the appropriate degree be conferred.
By the virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of the University of Alabama, I confer upon each of you the particular master's degrees for which you have been recommended with all the rights, privileges thereunto appertaining. Now, our Dean of the College of Communications, Information Sciences, Dr. Mark Nelson, and the Dean of College of Engineering, Dr. Chuck Carr, will present the candidates for bachelor's degrees.
Will the candidates for bachelor's degrees offered by the College of Communication and Information Sciences please stand and remain standing? President Bell, the names of the candidates for the bachelor's degrees appear in the printed program. On behalf of the faculty of the College of Communication and Information Sciences, I recommend the appropriate degree be conferred.
Candidates for the bachelor's degrees offered by the College of Engineering will please stand and remain standing. President Bell, the names of the candidates for the bachelor's degrees offered appear in the printed program. On behalf of the faculty of the College of Engineering, I recommend that the appropriate degree be conferred.
Thank you. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of the University of Alabama, I confer upon each of you the particular bachelor's degree for which you have been recommended with all the rights and privileges thereunto appertaining. Graduates, you may move your tassels from the right to the left side of your mortarboards. Congratulations and welcome to alumni status. In just a few minutes, you will walk across the stage, and as you go on to change the world, please do not forget to stay in touch with those of us here who've invested so much with you. Today, we're cheering you on, and we will always be a part of your university family. Now, let everyone stand as we join Miss Abigail Williams as she sings the alma mater, the words of which can be found on the last page of the commencement program.
Doctors of Philosophy, Benjamin A. Rutherford, Material Science, Major Professor James Bryan Jordan. Jacob Steele Young, Metallurgical Materials Engineering, Major Professor Ramana G. Reddy. John Hunter Bates, Electrical Engineering, Major Professor Timothy A. Haskew. Christopher Tabor Wanstall, Mechanical Engineering, Major Professor is not listed. Blake W. Nelson, Electrical Engineering, Major Professor Andrew Nathan Lemon. Grayson Patrick Dennis, Chemical Engineering, Major Professor Jason Edward Bara. Mohammed Taisir Marzok Hatamle, Civil Engineering, Major Professors Gary P. Moynihan and Robert Grover Batson. Sushan Nakarmi, Aerospace Engineering and Mechanics, Major Professor Mark E. Barkey and Vinu Unukrishnan. Nilufar Turchi, Electrical Engineering, Major Professor Fei Hu. And master's candidates, Crispus Howell Saxon, Nancy Lee Price, Andrew Paul Smith, Thomas Gilbert Carter III, Lainey Elizabeth Lambert, Mary Conley Thompson, David Isosa Imuetinyan, Toy Janice King, Adrielle Louise McMahon, Mostafa Dadashi Firuzjai, James Davis Alexander Senig, Alexander Blair Ramey, Shashank Watal, Samuel Robert Hoffman, Ramona Buckrus, April M. Butler, Vishal J. Shah, Christy Campbell Calvin, October Eden Edwards, and Accelerated Master's Program. These are students receiving both their bachelor's and master's degrees simultaneously. Jesse Paul Boone, Isaac J. Smearsall, and turning to the College of Communications and Information Sciences, Kristen Nicole Spencer, summa cum laude, DeMarcus Lachey Cawthorn, Bailey Victoria McCrae, summa cum laude, Kylie Ann Long, summa cum laude, Carrie P. Oakley, Christopher Thomas Weidman, Michael Dillon Friday, Bradley Lauren Plott, Caitlin Noel Heffler, Austin M. Rader, Emily Ann Valerio, magna cum laude, Mackenzie Rose Dugan, Natalie Marie Barbeau, Riley Ann Rosenzweig, Hannah Grace Taylor, summa cum laude, Kelly Ann Patricia McDermott, cum laude, Isaiah Antonio Malone, Aaron C. Watkins, Abigail Nicole Short, Sarah Ann Miller, summa cum laude, Mary Catherine McCullough, Jasper L. Kazaya, Andrelisha Janae Wordlow, Forrest James Evans, Crystal Ann Kilpatrick, Taylor June Epler, Jason M. Anthony, Justine Noel Grober, magna cum laude, Seamus William Leduc, Allison Kaylee Mills, William Dean Reynolds, Chloe Olivia Byers, Blake T. Snodder, magna cum laude, Colton Shane Cabanis, summa cum laude, Rachel Caitlin Burns, summa cum laude, Gabriela Alexis Duca, Austin M. Kohler, John Hampton Crompton, Robert Williams Landry, Kelly Sandris, Kara Michelle Kuchkowski, magna cum laude, Jeffrey Michael Leader, Grant Martin Henderson, Daniel Alejandro Flores, Ali Rebecca Rose, magna cum laude, Anna Laura Keller, summa cum laude, James Cameron Tomberlin, Ronald Nigel McWilliams, Ty Parker Brown, Ashton Drew Dennis, Alexis N. Prather, Tavia Rayana Stanford, Turner M. Coleman, Samuel Joseph Walker, Rachel Hannah Mann, Samantha Ruth Berger, Emma Caroline Riley, Mary Elizabeth Moore McClenny, summa cum laude, Wesley Alexander Averhart, Montiera J. Farrell Nelson, Andrea Alexandria Ceniceros, Avery Taiwan Hooks, Bree Michael Gallion, Brittany Lauren Wood, George Thomas Glynn, Christina Maria Jones, Ashley Ariel Benane, Kevin P. Butler, Janelle Carol Carr, cum laude, Kyle Luis Barradas, Ricardo James Gregory Reyna, Sarah M. Prater, Maggie May Taylor, and the College of Communication and Information Sciences, Sydney M. Adams, Robert Chase Gospodarek, Camille Garnett Marsh, Simone E. Maduro, Farah G. Sanders, Meredith C. Adkins, Savannah Lee Wade, Courtney Ann Lee, Tiffany Michelle Davis, Catherine A. Nicholson, Peyton Fee, Taylor Simone Wilson, Tiara Aaliyah Williams, Caitlin Elizabeth White, magna cum laude, Michael J. Kulik, cum laude, Lauren Irene London, and Anders Allen Erickson, summa cum laude. Sorry, Anders. Quillen J. Luscious, College of Engineering, Austin Leo Pearson, summa cum laude, Joshua Allen Rudd, Stephen Joseph Hester, Andrew P. Johnson, Julia Beatrice Zimmerman, summa cum laude, Zachary K. Houghton, Ruth Ann Barger, cum laude, Parker Michael Black, Williams Alexander Beaumont, Jeremy Ross Collins, summa cum laude, Cameron B. Stone, magna cum laude, Trevor Howard Holmberg, Matthew James Keegans, Tyler Mitchell Oliver, Ethan Nevin Wiest, Daniel Stephen Lauer, cum laude, Christopher Wayne Sykes Mitchell, Samantha Ashley Mitchell, Mark D. Ferguson, cum laude, Austin J. Dean, Matthew Thomas Davis, Drake A. Sanchez, Jacob E. Johnson, Eric W. Curl, cum laude, Chad Anthony Reynolds, William Lee Arthur, Isabel Joanna Berry, magna cum laude, Nolan Lawrence Lacombe, summa cum laude, Austin Timothy Breen, summa cum laude, Tommy Horton III, Elliot Mason Yates, Elizabeth Gale Berry, magna cum laude. Talal J. Alajmi. Eric Marshall Farmer. Michael L. Hoyles. Ryan Taylor Jobman, summa cum laude. Aaron J. Craig. Elizabeth H. Payne. Mary Jenna Campbell, magna cum laude. Zachary Michael Choffin, cum laude. Namito Yokota. Christian Sterling Childress. Elise Irene Kaminsky, summa cum laude. Bradley B. Johnson, Jr. Dylan J. Sinanen, summa cum laude. Brandon M. Moy, cum laude. Zachary Cole Sneed. James Scott Williams. Erica Lee Wonglin. Haley A. Shaw. Bailey Nicole Gilbreth, cum laude. Jessica Catherine Emerson, cum laude. Andrew Charles Edwards, cum laude. Gabriela M. Lazara. Zoe Albia Istis, summa cum laude. Bennett John Therio, Jr. Davida K. Franklin, cum laude. Christy Elaine Tate. Jonathan James McGehee. Jacob Thomas Tankersley. Christopher A. Coleman. Dustin Thomas Littell, magna cum laude. John Chandler Cox, magna cum laude. Cole Allen Fendley, magna cum laude. Caleb Harry Worth, summa cum laude. Curtis Julian Fortin, summa cum laude. John James Beasley, summa cum laude. Alexander William Welsh, magna cum laude. Andrew Thomas Sartor. Ryan Patrick Kerrigan, magna cum laude. Dakota Shane West. Patrick Joseph Callahan. Charles T. Russell, magna cum laude. Eric George Mortimer. Benjamin Henry Clemch, cum laude. Evan Paul Dudenheffer. Blake A. Harrison. Jenny Nagata Marit, summa cum laude. Kelly Nicole Northcutt, cum laude. Michael Christopher Squillasotti. Cullen Gordon Irish. Hassan Ali. Ahmad Al-Sayer. Abdullah Rostom Al-Blushi. Christopher James Chandler. Jackson Jeff Beatty. Bryant Rodney Mathis. Marley Adriana Bryant, magna cum laude. James Turner Sassaman. Matthew Thomas Martin. Nicholas Patrick Tice. Justin M. Camara. Jake Michael Smithmeyer. Matthew Alexander Bailey, cum laude. Brandon Lance Crost. Caleb Lindsay Brandenburg, magna cum laude. Brett Patrick Bernarding, magna cum laude. Bryant M. Conquest. Brenton Reed Gillespie. Thomas Alexander Russell. Ali Hussein Samor, magna cum laude. William B. Tucker. Samuel Chapin Lumia, summa cum laude. Charles Ray Archer, summa cum laude. Gage Albra Wasweiler, magna cum laude. Aliyah Annette Shahid, cum laude. Spencer Michael Batdorf. Joshua Ryan Lewis, cum laude. Chad Bryant Carpenter. Ava Lee Cornelison, cum laude. Harrison James Jeffcoat Smoke. Lane Griffin Murphy. Blake David Hanson. Michael Benjamin Howell. Sean Edwin Ferber. Lillian Elizabeth Paul. Anne Imad Roshdi Abdo, cum laude. Emily Catherine Brewer. Preston Everett Reeves, summa cum laude. Cynthia Joanne Morgan. William Matthew Stutz. David Lynn Warren III, summa cum laude. Benjamin Daniel Jones. Brandon S. Lucas, magna cum laude. Miles Darren Micleroy, cum laude. Ahmad Salman Olotaibi Sr., Abdulaziz Adel Al-Ghassab, Hamza Ali, Saleh Al-Rabah, Adel Al-Matruk, Mohammed Al-Ramadan Sr., Kyle Ray Wilcox, cum laude. John Francis Miller IV, cum laude. Sophia Antonia Skipper, magna cum laude. Christopher John Scala. Jack Cole Johnson. Reagan Chandler Brown. Francesca Elizabeth Baker. Evan Nathaniel Lewis. Christopher D. Jackson Jr., summa cum laude. Saleh Almejaibel. Murray Lee Estes. Benjamin Stewart McCourt. Ryan James Hastings, summa cum laude. Matthew Joseph Mills. Zane Joseph Parkerson, magna cum laude. Thomas Andrew Hendrich Jr. Brian Donald Broderson, cum laude. Abdullah Al-Bather. Mohammad Al-Khalidi. Adam Robert Breckert, summa cum laude. Austin Connor Smith, magna cum laude. Christopher Michael Papiolik, summa cum laude. Gentry Britton Gilliam. Anna Elise Solzvig. Samantha Nicole Sullivan. Coleman Lee Cost, magna cum laude. Zachary Michael Petro, magna cum laude. Eric Jacob Ross. Michael Thomas Denon. Jacob Vincent Harris. Garrett G. Peppers. Asher Paul Oldenburg. Eden Albert. Jackson Walter Britt, magna cum laude. Charity Colette Brown. Alicia J. Thurman. Colin T. Aaronsburg, cum laude. Alan Joseph Brooker. Jordan Blake Yarborough, Noah Thomas Kren, Mohammed Al-Shameri, Al-Walid Mohammed Al-Majed, Fahed Fayyad Shajed Al-Ajmi, Hadi Alessa Al-Ajmi, Andricius V. Evans, Harrison Ray Cooper, summa cum laude, Christina L. Glass, Jason Mihailo Logerquist, summa cum laude, Hayden C. Shirley, William Michael Shords, Sami Mohammed Al-Shamari, Abdullah Faisal Alanezi, Fawaz Al-Ajmi, Khaled Al-Husseini, Faisal Alanezi, Saleh Hadi Al-Ajmi, Saud Salem Al-Ajmi, Turki Al-Otaibi, Stuart Logan Tudor, Riley Patrick Burns, Meshal Talab Al-Hajri Sr., Fahad Salem Al-Hajri Sr., Khaled Marcel, Abdullah Al-Failakawi, Murtada Ali Al-Kafil Sr., Ali Bader Alaid, Abdullah Al-Mutairi, and last but not least, Ahmad Al-Sahed.
Well, congratulations to all of the graduates. We'll now hear from our 2021 National Alumni Association President, Mrs. Mandy Wyatt, who will welcome our graduates into the Alabama family and the Crimson Tide Nation. Thank you again for supporting our graduates, the University of Alabama, and of course, Roll Tide.
Graduates, I'm Mandy Wyatt, President of the National Alumni Association, and I'm honored to be with you today. I'm so excited for you, your family, and friends. Your commitment and dedication led you to this moment, and we finally get to celebrate you, the class of 2020. As graduates, you now join an outstanding group of leaders known as University of Alabama alumni. Wherever your journey leads, you'll find a University of Alabama alumni chapter nearby. Maybe a new connection or two in an unfamiliar place, or just a good place to watch the tide roll. Because of alumni engagement, your NAA has awarded over $5 million in scholarships this academic year to deserving students just like you. I urge you to stay connected with the University of Alabama and become involved in a chapter. We are here for you. As we leave today, I wish you the best of everything that life has to offer. And remember, no matter what, we remain tied together. Roll Tide.